What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to Potty Mount Veteran. Your boy Ralphie. I'm here drinking a Seagram's ginger ale. I'm enjoying a cigar. I think I just cut my lip. But anyway, today's a Sunday, the 20 nothing. Today's May 2nd, May 3rd. May 3rd, I think it is. May 2nd, yeah. I just went kayaking. Pretty fun. I'll probably do that again a little bit more often. It really soothes my nerves and stuff. Went with my boys and everything, so that was pretty nice over here in sunny Florida, in Kissimmee. But anyway, I want to talk to y'all about something real quick. We're about to go get something to eat, me and the wife and the kids, but I decided to make this video. So I'm gonna go back to the beginning, back to the basics of who the hell or what is or who is eligible to get VA disability benefits. So I got this from disabilitydenials.com. This is from a you can go to that website. I'll probably have a link if I remember, I'll have a link in the description below. But they have all these questions, and I'm gonna give you their answers, and if I have an extra anything to add to it, I'll add to it. But who is eligible to receive VA disability benefits? Believe it or not, a lot of people don't know about this. I was one of them. When I got out of active duty in 2007, I didn't know. Like, they told me to go to the VA and stuff like that, but I didn't know about a VA check. I didn't know anything about that. I didn't know anything. I didn't enroll in the VA until like 8 months or something, almost a year until after I got out, because I didn't know anything. I didn't know any better. They kept telling me, yo, keep a record of your medical files. This is back before they used to do Med Pros or whatever it is they call it, where they have everything digital. We used to have it in paper, and I had mine on paper. And so I didn't know. But I did keep a copy, luckily, of what I could. So, who is eligible to receive VA disability benefits? So, if you have served in any branch of the military, the U.S. Army, Navy, Marine Corps, Air Force, or the Coast Guard, and probably Space Force now, I guess, and your service was considered active, meaning you were, even if you're in the Guard or in the reserves, if something happened to you while you were working, you were actively working, that's active. So, and under what circumstances were you discharged? So you want to make sure you get an honorable discharge. I don't know. I have an honorable discharge, so I don't know about other than honorable or less than honorable. I don't know what the other ones are. I have an honorable, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you about whatever the other discharges are. If you were like, you know, I don't know what these are, but so that's who is eligible. So pretty much everyone, pretty much everyone. It's about 90% of everyone who served, 99% maybe. Wow, you're gonna see blood in here in a minute. I have to feel like I'm cutting myself. But anyway, so now what is a service-connected disability? Now, in their definition is a disability is considered service-connected if you can prove that it occurred as the result of injuries or sickness that you had while serving in the armed forces. Service connection can involve a condition that you had prior to service that was made worse by the rigors of active duty. So, that being said, if you came in with something, let's say you already had, for some reason they let you in with a bad back, for some reason, and they got aggravated more because you're rucking and your road marches and all that stuff, that's service connected. If you had asthma, but it got aggravated more because of service, because maybe some chemical you were exposed to, that can be service connected. But this is why I say always to the guys that are in, if anybody's watching this that is still in and is almost getting out and you just want information, go to sick call. Man, if I would have gone to sick call like when I was supposed to, when I got hurt, instead of sucking it up and driving on and drink water and whatever, then I would have been a lot better off. I would have had, I would have got this stuff taken care of a lot quicker, but I was combat arms, and you know, it was a lot of suck it up and drive on and all that good shit. So, you know what I mean? Like, I had a platoon sergeant. It used to be like, you know what you do when you find a dick in your gas mask? Suck it up. Meaning, don't take the shit off. Leave it on. I hated wearing the gas mask. But anyway, I don't know why I added that. It just reminded me. Anyway, so now how do you apply for VA for veterans disability benefits? So the first step is to fill out VA form 21-526. Make sure you fill that out. Veterans application for compensation or pension. You must fill that out. And you can attach copies of any medical records and evidence, as well as your dependents, your marriage certificates and your children's birth certificates if you have kids and you're married. It says you also need to submit military records that prove the location and length of your active duty, as well as the type of discharge you receive. So you can submit original documents from your service departments. You can submit a certified copy of the original document, or authorize an accredited agent to submit a certified copy. So you can authorize somebody to do that. They have a veterans online application, and it says you can mail or take the application to the closest VA regional office. That's what I did. I actually walked in and did it by hand. You can also go through the veterans claim process entirely online with the veterans online application, or the phone app, what they call the phone app. So it says, what if my service records do not portray an accurate picture of my service? So that happens a lot. Your service records don't portray exactly what's going on. Now, here's my conspiracy theory. I believe that the suck it up and drive on thing, I don't know if they're like, hey, tell these soldiers to suck it up and drive on and don't go to sick call, because when they get out, we're going to have to pay them for all their disabilities and all the stuff that they got wrong with them. I swear to God, I swear that's like a conspiracy theory I have floating around in my head that I don't want to let loose yet. But sometimes, a lot of times, your medical records won't say exactly what you got or what happened to you while you were in service. They won't give you an accurate picture. It won't really give you, it won't say exactly what happened. It'll just be like, yeah, he came in, he had his back hurt, and we gave him some Motrin and some water and send him back to the barracks or something. You know what I mean? So, in that case, you're gonna need to provide more evidence. Always have more evidence. So, if you, for some reason, went to a doctor on your own after you got out, or outside doctor, and he said, "Man, your back is messed up," make sure you always tell them, "Look, I was in the service. This is what I did," so it just makes it easier, so that he can connect that. He can be like, oh, okay, so if you did, yeah, that looks like that it would cost your back. He'd write that on the records. Now you got that on record. You know what I mean? You just made yourself kind of a mini nexus letter. Okay, and a nexus letter is the letter that the doctor would write that connects your disability to your service. That's all the VA wants, to be able to connect your disability to the service. So they're like, oh, okay, we owe you this. Okay, because if they can't connect, they're like, nah, we didn't do that, so I'm not paying you for that. Now, how does the VA evaluate a disability claim? So when you begin the VA claims process, it says here, you will be subject to an examination at a VA medical center. An approved examiner will conduct the physical review of symptoms and take notes of all your complaints. And then these examinations are offered for free to all veterans who are concerned that their ailments are related to their military service. Now, once the examination is complete, the results will be considered along with the evidence that you provide with your disability claim. So they'll examine you at the CMP, which is the compensation and pension exam. They're gonna be like, okay, you got this system, you said this hurts, let me see the movement of your arms. They'll measure, they'll see your back, they'll take blood tests, they'll do everything. And this isn't in a period of time. It's not all gonna happen in one time. I think each claim is its own CMP. I believe I've never had one CMP for like 3 or 4 claims. I've always had them individual. So your elbow is one, then you'll have another one for your shoulder, if your shoulder's back. My back is bad, so I have one for my back. I have one for my knees. I have one for my feet. I have one for mental health, PTSD. I have one for TBI. So, all different things. Look at this cigar, man. Some special forces shit right there. Look at that. But anyway, so what's the difference between anyway, that's how they evaluate your claims. Now, one thing that I'm learning about right now is VA compensation and VA pension. And these are the two differences. Don't get them confused. VA compensation and VA pension. VA compensation is money paid by the VA to a veteran due to an injury, disease, or condition that is service connected. Excuse me. Compensation is not needs based on income, and is not restricted to any particular period of service. Compensation is paid as a percentage amount based on the percentage of disability. So one day I'll get into the math of it. I don't have it down packed, but I know kind of how their math is. It's really crazy. So it's really crazy. A pension is needs based, and then that's based on income, and it's based on one disability that is not the result of active duty, which causes the veteran to be totally disabled from work and thus needs financial assistance, and also the veteran's age. So the pension is like, man, my back is so bad I can't work. I can barely move or whatever. I can't work. So they give you a pension. Or your age. So I don't know what the age is, probably 60 something, 65, 62, I don't know. And they'll give you a pension that has nothing to do with compensation. So comp is they're comping you for all this stuff that they did or that happened to you, your disabilities or whatever. So how is the amount of monthly compensation payment determined? Okay, it's important. How is it determined? Well, let's see how it's determined. My cigar, it's not off, but I like to give it a little kick. Okay, so how's the amount of compensation payment determined? The VA calculates the monthly payment amounts based on the degree your disability would impair the average person earning a living wage in the United States. So as a veteran, your individual earning ability is not taken into account at all. A rating system called the Schedule for Rating Disabilities is used to categorize a veteran's degree of disability resulting from service connection injuries. So the VA has established 10 grades of disability, and the grades are 0%, nothing, 10%, 20%, 30%, 40%, 50%, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. The higher the disability, the higher the veteran's monthly payment. So how it works is, let me give it to you in a nutshell, the math. They take 100%, right? And they say, okay, this is him at 100%. He's fully, 100. This is a 100% person, right? This is a person at 100%. I'm at 100, everything works. Okay, he got hurt in the military. Let's evaluate him, blah, blah, blah. This happened. Oh, he's only hurt 30%. So he can't work. Let's take 30% of that, of a healthy person away, because 30% of him is bad, and he can't earn the living that he would if he was 100%. So we're going to compensate that and give you that money. So 30% of him is bad. It's not good. All right. So that 30% can't work. So we got to compensate and give him money to supplement the 30% that he can't work. That's the mind frame. That's how it works. You know what I mean? And so on and so forth. 100% obviously is, man, he's, and now that doesn't mean necessarily that you can't work if you're 100% PNT. If you're 100% TDIU, that's different. But 100% PNT is just, it just means, okay, 100%. He can't, you probably, so a lot of people that are PNT are not working. I work very lightly, so it's not anything, I'm in a position where it's not aggravating any of my disabilities. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that I can't do and that I won't. because I'm not gonna put myself in that position where I get hurt, knowing that I'm hurt just I have to work. And this is why it is important that if you served and you're hurt, that you go to the VA and you do your claims. So are any veteran benefits available to family? And yes, in some cases, if you're always do your research. Different percentages have different things. Obviously, 100% has like fully loaded benefits for your family, medical, and all that stuff. There's a lot of things. Always do your research. Always go at least once a week to the VA website and just look at new stuff. Go to blog. I go every day. Blogs, at least one on my phone. We carry a phone every day. We're on TikTok and Instagram and all that shit. So if you can fuck around with that, you can go ahead and go onto the VA website. Don't give me that bullshit, all right? So let me see. Will I have to pay taxes on veterans disability compensation? No, you don't pay taxes on that. What mental health disorders are eligible for VA compensation? Wow, there's a lot here. Okay, so there's schizophrenia, there's delirium, dementia, anesthetic, and other cognitive disorders, anxiety. I have that dissociative disorders, somatoform disorder, mood, chronic adjustment disorders. I have that also. Eating disorders. I look like I have that, but I don't think I have an eating disorder. There's a lot of different things. So now, what determines whether I'm eligible for PTSD disability? This one's a very, I'm going to say, difficult one, because PTSD can be a lot of things. Can be a lot of factors come into play with PTSD. That's a big one for me. Emotional numbness, I don't know, survivor's guilt. I have a lot of that. Nightmares, of course, difficulty sleeping, strong reactions to sounds, difficulty reconnecting emotionally with friends. I have that to the 10th power. Believe me, I have no problem being alone. I don't like people around. Anyway. Generalized anxiety, etc., etc. Can a VA disability rating be increased? And yes, it can. So if you're not like, if you go once and they give you 30%, you can be like, oh look, I got this also, and keep claiming. It's all about how you do it, and this is what this channel's about, and all the other channels that you watch, like Combat Craig and stuff. That's a good ass channel to go and learn a lot. Don't go to the places where you have to pay. Just watch Combat Craig, or this one. So what do you do if you're, okay, it says here, the question is, I am receiving Social Security disability benefits. Am I still eligible for veterans disability benefits? Yes, you are. You are, but veterans benefits are not considered income, so you are eligible for Social Security. So they don't factor in that as an income. That's a good thing. But there's a way, there's a catch-22 with this things. I don't get that, so I'm not too familiar with that. I'm gonna study more on that, and then be able to bring you some more on the Social Security part, because I have friends that already get their social. They're so messed up that they get their Social Security. I just burned myself with the ashes. My wife's gonna kill me too, because I just painted the floor. So it says in the last question is, what do I do if my claim for BA benefits is denied? It happens a lot. It will happen. Bet on it happening. Unless you have all your ducks in a row and you pay attention to everything that all these YouTube channels and all like guys like me and Combat Craig and all the other guys say, and you follow it to the T, they're gonna deny you some stuff. But there's ways to combat that. The VA will deny you if your ducks are not in a row. If you don't cross your T's and dot your I's, or vice versa, whatever the fuck it is, they're gonna deny you. So if they deny you, they allow you in appeals, and there's a whole process for that, and we'll get into that another time. Basically, in a nutshell, that should answer the major bed of questions. Now, within those, there's other little ones. How do I do this when this happens? How do I do this? And I'm gonna get to that little by little. But if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. Whatever question you got that has VA related or military related, whatever. I don't give a shit what question you leave, honestly. If it's a dumbass question, I'm not gonna answer. I'm gonna tell you to kick rocks. Just know if you have a dumbass question that has nothing to do with this, if you're just a troll, kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? Eat shit, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, that's all I got, man. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow me on social media. I also have a podcast on this where I could go a little more off. This is a long video, but I'll see you on the next smoke.